Man, I know if they fly with me, they're gonna die with me. Man, there's cuts in a hunt for me. Man, I will not run, man, I'll take my seat. And I'll take pure stabs to the death of me. And I don't lock doors tight, man, I will fight, don't hide, come through. Get stabbed with a knife, gonna do what I do. When I wait right here, when I win dues, all by the end of the year so clear. These bars, man, I hope they hear. Man, I'm doing kick shows and I'm gonna switch gear. Then I'm gonna jump out and I'll rip your ear. If a popo come and I'll disappear. And I'm gonna slash my tool when your BM's rear. And I say, is that clear? Better not ask Mark when I'm bumping your Xbox arse. When I fling that jab, and the teeth get cracked. When the blade goes stab and the steel goes slash. And I make that gash, when I fucking laugh. When the leather lash, you'll get split in half. When the cunt goes crash, man, I'll break your back. When the bell goes bash, when I'm smashing staff and I make them dash. And I run this graph, and the skin goes rash. Man, it's arts and crafts, when the beat turns off. And the cunt goes daft, and he hides that stash. Man, he stash that hash when the blade goes flash. Man, the cunt gets grabbed. When the blade goes slash, man, it's blood in bath. Back to the gap in the back of the cap. When the nose gets snapped, man, the cunt gets strapped in the tap of the nap. With a concrete slab. When I get a good night, man, it turns out bad. So fucking mad. Then I write that down with a pen and a pad. Pen and a pad. When I get a good night, man, it turns out bad. So fucking bad. When I write my raps, and the mouth goes blab. Man, I get so mad like my fucking dad. When I write my raps, man, the mouth goes blab, and the mouth goes blab, and the mouth goes blab, and I get so mad like my fucking dad, like my fucking dad, like my fucking dad. When I get a good night, man, it turns out bad, turns out bad, turns out bad. Then I write that down with a pen on a pad, pen and a pad, pen and a pad. When I write my raps, man, the mouth goes blab, and the mouth goes blab, and the mouth goes blab, and I get so mad like my fucking dad, like my fucking dad, like my fucking dad. When I get a good night, man, it turns out bad, man, it turns out bad, man, it turns out bad. Then I write that down with a pen and a pad, with a pen and a pad, with a pen and a pad. When I write my raps, man, the mouth goes blab, and the mouth goes blab, and I get so mad like my fucking dad, like my fucking dad, like my fucking dad. When I get a good night, man, it turns out bad, man, it turns out bad. Then I write that down with a pen and a pad, with a pen and a pad. Man, I'm way too good for them, are you? Man, I'm way too good and you know it's true. I'm way too good and it's understood that I'm way too good and I'm far too good. Man, I'm way too good for them, are you? Way too good and you know it's true. I'm way too good and it's understood that I'm way too good, but I'm far too good. Way too good and you know that it should be. Way too good and you know that it's just me. Way too good and it's clear to see that I'm way too good and it's meant to be. Way too good and it's more than you could know. Way too good and I'm watching my shit grow. Way too good and I came to the shithole. Way too good to be banging a pistol. Way too good and I've got no doubt. Way too good and I get too loud. Way too good for a fucking crowd, but I'm way too good when I spark you out. Way too good and I don't need snout. I'm way too good and the lake you'll drown. Way too good for a fucking frown. I'm way too good when I make this sound. Way too good when I rap and shout. I'm way too good to be on the ground. I'm way too good when I'm in the clouds, and I'm way too good when there is no doubt. Way too good and there is no doubt. Way too good when there is no doubt. Way too good when there is no doubt that I'm way too good when I go to town. Well, I'm way too good and I've got no doubt. Man, I'm way too good and I'll conk you out. Way too good and I don't need snout. And I'm way too good and I let you drown. Way too good for a fucking frown. I'm way too good when I make this sound. Way too good when I rap and shout. Man, I'm way too good to be on the ground. Way too good when I knock you out. I'm way too good for a fucking crowd. Way too good and I got no doubt. I'm way too good when I make this sound. Way too good for you where it should be. Way too good for you when it's just me. Way too good and it's clear to see that I'm way too good and it's meant to be. And I'm far too good and it's more than you could know. Way too good and I'm watching my shit grow. Way too good and I came for the shithole. Way too good for a Mac and a pistol.
Balliamo sotto la luna, cantano i grilli, balliamo fino alla fortuna, il sole ritorna.
Zen, 90,
Notte e giorno, e noi siamo anche, possiamo per sempre restare, se andiamo là, balliamo sotto la luna.
Grabbing up in the back and I stab up, then I chop up. I'm in a little cab laughing and mad with a crop up. Rapping them in the back of the nap up with a whop up. Grabbing her for the back and I stab up, then I chop her. Yes. Gonna head to the gap, man, like for me, enemies, man, are gonna be dead to me. Well, it's hell for me, but the heck's in me, that little bitch really takes spelling me. She was getting me hard on her bended knees, but the Nancy flee, and I tested me. When I sent him free, expect a G, but the lesson he's learned, he kept to me, back of that mind and his memory. This tune's not a patch on the best of me, or the life surprise that they get for me. But it won't nice where we gonna get to see. Why threaten me? I'm at the door and I'm there indeed. Better bet when I stab you, rest in peace. And I'm gonna get the body have sex with me, then I'm flinging her out at 10 degrees. And I better not get in the Delta Seas. I said with the sea and you get what you gear. I just fell with the tea. Gonna float on down where the shadows creep. I'm the smile that you see when you just can't sleep. Got a blade so bright and a face so white, and I know that fear that you just can't hide. Step right up, fuck, and don't be shy. I've been waiting a long time to say hi. You think you're safe, you think you're free. In a graveyard, that's where I will be. And I feed in the fear that you always keep. When the eyes close tight, that's when I creep. On a way down, follow the sound, but you will only be missed and you won't be found. And the blood runs quick when the blade hits bone. Man, they chat so loud when they're all alone. No breath, no pulse, not a word to say. When the bob's wrapped up in the thick duct tape, any door that you lock, man, I'll kick that down. And I'll run right through and I'll rip that cloud. And the heartbeat's loud and I heard they wept. When the blade dips in, man, it's getting wet. What a mess precise, and I act so nice. Not a sacrifice when I stab and slice. Then I say no names, I don't play no games. Man, I spit my bars and I walk through flames. And I'm carved in the stone, I don't answer all, but they'll answer me when the Casper calls. And I'll smash them all, let the bastards fall. Can they outrun me? Man, I'll make them crawl, man, I'll make them crawl. Better answer your phone, cause I know you're there. When I'm at your moves, better say your prayer. What's your best horror? And you better no lie, cause I'm right in the end and you're waiting to die. But they think I'm a randomer, think there's a chance when I'm glancing at you through the window of the glass. But you changed the locks, man, I've got the key. Want to change number, but I still can see birds coming over for the night. When I slash your throat, man, it won't be a fight when I question the motive. And seek my design, note that's gonna notice the bitch is mine. One final question before the blade descends. Do the guns really wanna know how this ends? Man, I've got a question before the blade bends. Do you really wanna know how the story ends?